contemplate, are we, am I?
Party time, second stream of the day, ladies and gentlemen. All right, let's go. Now, listen, I got to say, I have spent the last 5 minutes trying to find this flipping game on television. They don't start the coverage until like 2 minutes before, and I'm not using the CBC Gem app. I'm using Bell Cable, and I have Rogers at home, and neither of them actually label what events are coming on unless it's Team Canada. Like you don't know if it's curling, you don't know if it's downhill skiing, you don't know if it's ski jumping. I'm like missing all these sick events because I don't know what the hell's on TV at any one time. It's crazy. Lunacy. Can we just have some basic technology here, please? Please. Please. Now, thank you to everybody in the chat who says I sound awful. I know. It suits me though, doesn't it? Raspy and sexy the way I am. You know what? It sounds like it hurts. It doesn't. My voice feels fine. Probably just a touch of the jitis, a little touch of the laryngitis. And by the way, the game's on Sportsnet if you're looking for it. I am excited for today's game. The Italians got absolutely walloped by the Finns today, but Slovakia is going to win that division, I believe. Although there was a chance that if Finland won by that much, they would get it. I don't know. You know what? I don't actually know. It's a bit of a nightmare to find out this division. Anyway, go Danes, go Team USA. Here we go. And I think we're going to have some fun this afternoon. Like, listen, we love a good We love a good Team USA game where they're playing a team that's probably not quite. I don't think Team USA is going to play his team to their standard until they're in the quarters. I just don't. Germany, by the way, lost to Latvia earlier today, and that's the US's next opponent. So I'm feeling like the Team USA is going to steamroll this division. By the way, there are 3 Freddies on this Olympic team for Denmark, and 3 Nicholases. Crazy. Hornet Scale says, I'm a fool who voted for Denmark to win. Well, listen, crazier things have happened. But this Team USA squad, as much as Americans have given it a hard time, listen, I get not leaving. I get leaving Jason Robertson at home is bad, but that doesn't make the whole team bad at hockey. This is a good hockey team. Bjorkstrand and Faber, 2 NHLers right there. Bjorkstrand did beat out Faber in the foot race. The whole thing for the Danes is you're going to have to capitalize on USA mistakes if they make any. And by the way, this USA jersey with all the all blues, such a classic, looks so good. Slow Boiling Leaf says this stream is 30 seconds in front of my TV stream. The reason for that is I'm on cable and you're on CBC Gem probably, right? I think that's what it is. Usually that's what the problem is. Oh, the dude score. What? Oh my God, Jeremy Swayman. What happened there? I can't believe this. Listen, I'm not. Oh, and they're showing the Greenland flag, not the Danish flag, the Greenland flag. Listen, we would be remiss if we didn't talk about some political implications with this game, kind of like Four Nations last season. Last year, it was the USA threatening Canada. Now it was the USA threatening Greenland a couple weeks ago. And they get the opening goal. And listen, no matter what happens, Olesen got the goal. He got the first goal. They're going to feel pretty damn good about that. That's hilarious. That's absolutely hilarious. And their head coach is like, yeah, head coaches never celebrate. You know the Danes want this one. Listen, I still, as your friendly neighborhood Canadian, I'm not giving the chances of a Danish victory here a whole lot of faith, I guess. But crazier things have happened. I mean, the U.S. did beat the Soviets in 1980 in the semifinals, and they have never shut up about it since. Never once. By the way, I want to know who is checking in for the second time around. Who is with me this morning for the 6 a.m. stream with the Swedes and the Slovaks? It was a great game. Who was hanging out? It was a 5-3 game, Maddie. And the Slovaks were thrilled at the end of it because they got a goal back and they lost, but goal differential is the tiebreak in this tournament. And so it put them in really good position to win their division because had they gone 5-2, I think they would have not won the division and Sweden would have won it. Oh, look at this. All these people here. And Jessica also tuned into Jesse. Big win for Canada against Germany. Lots of people, lots of return customers. I love it. I love it. Now I forgot to tweet this beforehand because I was too busy trying to find out where the F the game was. Let me get this on. Let me get this on Twitter at least. Share it with the folks. By the way, there's an icing call here on the United States. Oh no, Danes beat it out. So Kachuk is out there. And look at them just ragdolling. Just ragdolling. Danes are not going for it. They're not falling for it. William says, I've done the triple view. Yeah. Love it. Jacob said, bunch of haters in the chat. LMAO, USA, USA. I like it. You got to, listen, it's a hockey game. You got to beat your chest, you know? Um, Hockey Freak 1028 says, I tuned into all the streams today. Did you guys have fun with Mr. Jesse Blake? Did he finally get his donut card? That's what I got to know. His Tim Hortons hockey cards. Did he get his donuts? Really important. Somebody just asked, what happens if there's a fight in the games? They get booted out. So you probably will not see any fights. Hiya Corral 84. Sorry, Hiya, I'm gonna call you. I tuned into all the streams as well. Jesse did not get a donut. Oh, Dane's with another opportunity here. If you're Denmark, you're going for national pride today. If you're the US, you don't even think about this game as anything other than a game. But if you're Denmark, this is for your national honor. All right. Boldy with the, oh my God, what a goal. Absolutely sick wraparound goal. Sogardy forgot where his posts were. And Matt Boldy showing you why the future is bright in Minnesota. Look at this. Tears in, goes wide, pulls three guys, goalie and two defensemen his way. And the other guy who is the Danish captain has no coverage on the side of the net there. Wow. What a goal. Matt Sogard, 10 the goal, baby. Hey, where are my USA fans at? Where are my Eagles? I'm not seeing a lot of Eagles in the chat here. Not seeing a lot of Freebird. Already a great game, and we're 3.5 minutes into it. I hope you guys are ready. I hope we're ready. I hope we're ready. All right, the Eagles are dropping in the chat. No Freebird. Lots of people are anti-Freebird. Oh, that's funny. Listen, when the U.S. scores, I expect Americans to act like Americans. When the Danes score, I've seen. By the way, can I get a flag from everybody tuning in right now? Where are you guys tuning in from? Show me the country with a flag, and then show me what city. Write down the city. I gotta know. Ehlers, puck across the line, and that is going to be offside for the Danes. Some notable NHLers for Team Denmark: Oliver Oliver Bjorkstrand, Nikolai Ehlers, Lars Eller, Nick Jensen. And on defense, not well. There's a Nicholas B. Jensen, and in goal, Matt Sogard, Freddie Anderson. But Freddie's not playing today. Larkin's going to the box, by the way. The Danes are going to go to power play. And look at this. We got Halifax, Nova Scotia, Sibley, Iowa, Denton, Maryland, St. Louis, Adelaide, Australia, Sweden, Hamilton, Milwaukee, Maine, Quebec City, Revelstoke. Beautiful. Revelstoke. Come on. Lots of people cheering for Denmark in the chat. Roskilde in, I'm assuming, Denmark, because you're giving me an EU flag and a Danish flag, so I'm assuming that. Pasadena, California, home of my favorite band ever, Van Halen, the mighty Van Halen. Woodstock, Ontario, Portsmouth, Hampshire. Go Denmark. That's awesome. This is great. Waterford, Hamilton, Subray, I think that's Ireland. Yeah, Leduc, Alberta. Yo, shout out Leduc, Alberta. Love Alberta. You guys know that. Bala, Ontario, home of the Key to Bala. Greatest musical venue in Canada. Let's just throw that out there. Hi, Canadian says, your voice is cooked. What are you, new here? It's been cooked for days, baby. I got sick. You know when you drink a water and you like swallow it and you're like, uh-oh, I'm getting sick. And then you try to like deny and ignore and you're like, no, I'll drink some more water. I'm definitely not getting sick. And it makes it worse. That was me last Sunday morning. I thought, just in time for Olympic week. Fabulous. And look at me. Here I am 6 days later, and I can barely talk. But you know what? It doesn't hurt. It's now, I think, going back down. I'm not congested anymore. I don't have to get up and blow my nose anymore, which is really nice. 1:14 left in this Danish power play. They have created some good offensive zone time, but they're going to have to penetrate that U.S. defense, and it's going to be hard to do. TJ says, Adam, are you a David Lee Roth or a Sammy Hagar guy? David Lee Roth, 10 out of 10 times. Although Sammy seems like a really great guy, and I do like some of those songs. They don't have the same feeling as the first 6 albums. And I have this fight. So our VP of sales here at SDPN, her name is Christina Weber. She's Van Hagar to the max, loves Van Hagar. I'm David Lee Roth. She's Sammy. I'm not like a hater, if that's what you're asking. Like, I think Right Now and Why Can't This Be Love and some of those other songs are phenomenal tunes. Plus, Sammy still got it. He can sing. Ian Ball says Adam's voice is this close to going on LTIR. No, but I'm not there yet. Don't you take me out, coach. Don't you take me out. All right. Now, if you're Team USA, like, first off, if you're an American watching this stream, I have to ask you, how many people in your life are talking about this game? Because in Canada, every game the men's and women's team play, it seems like it's starting to really ratchet up. The first couple of games of an Olympic tournament are always a bit weird because people are starting finding themselves and that sort of thing. But I I'm feeling, especially after Canada got smoked by the U.S. In the women's side. Oh, here comes Jack Hughes. Oh, this is a beautiful play. Boldy back to Hughes. The future of the USA program back to Quinn Hughes. Shot. Save by Mad Sogard. I'm curious about, man, the US is they flow, man. You watch like some of the finesse that the US has, dangerous. Anyway, after that loss, it was sort of like the Olympics are real. Wake the hell up, Canada. And anyway, long story short, for me, it's been I'm starting to see people like really interested about what's going to happen in each of these games. I don't know how it is in the States though. Oh, apparently I missed a super chat. Lee said, opinion on Slavkovsky or Nyes, who has Slovak origins. I didn't know Nyes was a Slovak name. Well, listen, we know Slavkovsky is an international god in terms of how he performs. Like, the reason Slavkovsky was drafted #1 overall is because he had an unbelievable performance in the 2022 Olympics. And a lot of people forget that because a lot of people didn't watch. A lot of those games were overnight. You know, Mason McTavish played in that tournament too. A lot of future NHLers in that tournament, young guys. So Slavkovsky is tied with McDavid for the tournament league in scoring right now. I don't expect that to last, but I mean, still extraordinarily impressive. What do I think? I think they're both great young power forwards who have yet to reach their potential. Slavkovsky, since I think the beginning of January, he's been on fire. Like, he's been really good. And I think that's gone under the radar. Nobody's talking about it. I'm sure in Montreal they are, but outside of Montreal, I don't think it's being talked about enough. Nyes, if you look at his stat line, you're like, man, that's a disappointment. The guy's been injured for 2.5 months. So I don't think we've seen the best of Matthew Nyes this year. And it's a shame because before the injury, he was on a tear. And I think he's better than this. And I know he's in Arizona right now getting his knee. Is it a knee thing? It's something there. He needs rest. He's getting work done on it. Speaking of, there's another Leaf, Austin Matthews. So yeah, my comparables are, we don't know yet, but I think both players have a ton to offer, and they're both extremely unique. There are not a lot of big power forwards who can score in the NHL. It's just a question of how do their injuries go? How do their teams play? That sort of thing. Matthew Nyes was a 2022 Olympian. That's right. As a guy from Long Island, I love seeing Charlie McAvoy on this team. I don't care that he grew up a Rangers fan. Ah, that's nice. That's nice. See, we love this. The Olympics, it brings people together. Ah, you're a Rangers fan, but I'll forgive you for it this time. Scarlet Knight says hearing TSN voices on Sportsnet's kind of weird. You know, they've worked pretty darn well together. I love seeing BX and Duffy on the same panel. El Hong says, any update on Kevin Fiala? All we know is that he had surgery in Italy this morning and that he's gone for the year. So he will be back in October. We don't know the nature of the injury, but I assume it's a knee. Eichel and the Danish forward here are getting a earful from the ref about about that face-off. By the way, if you take an illegal face-off in the Olympics, just as a reminder, you can get a penalty. You get warned, and then your bench gets warned. You do it again, they give you a bench minor. That's crazy. Mr. Zana says, huge SDPN fan for years. Said what I got to say. This is more than a hockey game. It is. It is. For a lot of people, it is. Listen, let's be straight. On the political side of things, it's not like America's gone out and made a bunch of friends recently, right? So there's a lot of countries who are like, oh, I'm sure I want to get you back on the ice. I think that makes things more exciting. I don't love the situation as it stands without being too political. I think you guys know where I stand. But I do think it makes for, excuse the term, a more heated rivalry. But not in that way. A little bit of hatred's good. A little bit of anger. This is why these international tournaments are a good thing. Katie says, I think it probably depends on where in the United States you are. I'm in a hockey-intensive area of New York, and there's lots of chatter about the men's and women's teams. That's good to know. I want to hear that. I want to hear that. STPN, Adam, stop encouraging the chat. The chat's why we're here, baby. Yay. So, listen. Yeah, Jensen Abdo is got lucky there, did not take a penalty. 11:03 left in this period. And you know what, to be honest, I think most Danish fans, and I'm not trying to be insulting here, if I told you through basically almost 10 minutes of the first period, you're almost even with the USA in shots, you open the scoring, and you're tied 1-all, most Danish fans, I think, would take that. In international hockey, you have to think beyond just the game that you're in. It's about how can I best position myself to get as far in this game as possible without allowing too much if you're an underdog, especially a severe underdog. And what's been interesting about this tournament is the underdogs in this tournament have done just that. Except for Italy today. There have been no real, like, full crazy blowouts, right? Finland kicked their ass. 11-0. Not much you can say. But the first two Italian games were pretty strong. So we'll see. But I think the Danes should be very happy with their performance so far. And honestly, if I'm just being Matt Sogard should not have come that far out on that Matt Boldy wraparound anyway. Which, if you have a goaltender in proper positioning and he actually stops that, well, it's still 1-0 then, right? So I think Danes have played very, very well. Ten minutes to go in the first period. Now, I saw a comment in the chat that says USA does not look good. I don't think they look bad. I think they're just getting their feet. A lot of people said that through the first 30 minutes of the Latvia game, which I think was tied for a good portion of it. And I'll just tell you this. Once they reach the halfway point of the game, big save by Sogard. USA threatening here. And you remember, the U.S. scored a couple extra goals in the first period that were called back. Once they reached the 30-minute mark of the game, it was over. Like, they took control, never let up. It was over. And Latvia beat Germany today. So, like, Not a bad Latvian team. I wouldn't even say they played bad. I think it's just they were just outmatched straight up. And I think if you're the Danes, that's sort of what you're trying to do. Batten down the hatches a little bit. Try to maintain puck possession where possible, although you know US is going to dominate you on that. And remember that if you can keep this low event, you got a chance for a mistake or two to go your way. You can't open the game up. That's what I know for sure. Muck says Adam Boy, noted Alan Walsh adopted stepson. What? What did I tell you? What did I tell you? Swayman, he made a huge mistake. Oh my God. I can't believe that went in. Guys, guys, I told you, I'm like, you got to keep this low event in case you make a mistake. And look, they just made one. Jeremy Swayman does not see this puck. That's two really bad goals allowed by Swayman. I'm just going to say it. They're not good enough. That's not good enough. Holy moly. Wow. Maddie just said that's the worst goal of the tournament. I don't think she's wrong. It's weird because when you look at Swayman's body positioning, he's right on it, but he seems to shift to the left as though he thinks the puck's going to swing. Oh, look at the look on Bill Garrett's face. Not happy with that. Oh, my God. Well, what did I tell you? Shit just got interesting. And here come the Danes again. Man, we've had some great hockey in this tournament. We've had some great hockey. Adam, you can prompt AI to recreate the goal so we can see it too. I'm sorry. If you can't see it, well, why can't you see it? You should be able to see it. If you're in Canada, you can see it for free. I think US, it's on Peacock. US are outside of the net here. This is the first line for them. Eichel and the Kachucks. A really good, by the way, a really fun line to watch. So Maddie just said, can you imagine if that happened in the NHL? Well, Maddie, yes, I can. And guess who it happened to? That's right. Vesatoskala and the Toronto Maple Leafs. You want to go look up something fun? Go look up Vesatoskala allowing a goal from the other side's blue line. Yes, it happens in the NHL. And oh my God, did it happen to the Leafs? Of course it did. If it's a disaster, it's happened in Toronto. Now, watching this game, look what the Danes are doing right now. They're not attacking the neutral zone. They're not forcing plays. Get to the red line, dump it in, chase after it. And when they have the puck, they are very conservative with it. They just stole it there. And as soon as they lose the puck, they keep one man deep, four men come back. Watch. They're hustling back now because they know how quick the U.S. skaters are. That's one of the things the U.S. has. They are so fast. Mad Sogard, by the way, better figure out where his posts are. He was way too far left on that last rush. Like, put a bungee cord around his waist, tie it to the back post, and make sure he knows. Because don't screw this up on bad goaltending, Mads. We know it. We've seen your numbers with the Senators this year. Bring it up. It's international competition. Bring it up. Okay, apparently it's on USA Network, this game, if you're watching from the States. Always want to try to help people out. Oh, shot. Also, Adam, in a scenario where you get deported from Canada for being too American, I'm making stuff up. Which country would you like to live? Well, I am half American. My mother's an American. My father's Canadian. But what country would I want to live in? I want to go live. I want to go live in an old. Do I have all infinite money? An old villa in the south of France near a beach where I can have a vintage car and I drive around with my wife and my daughter and our cat in a convertible. I might even take up smoking just because that's what the French do. I'm kidding. I'm an asthmatic. There's no way I could take up smoking. But yeah, that's what I would want to do. I would eat bread and cheese. I don't drink wine that much because it upsets my tummy, but I would watch other people enjoy wine and I would look at the architecture and I'd study history. That's what I would do. In fact, when I retire, I think that's what I want to do. I've been thinking about it a lot and I've been like, you know what? What am I going to do when I retire? I can't just sit around doing nothing. And I've sort of floated the idea to Natalie, like, you know, we could sell everything, rent an apartment in Europe, and I could go to university and actually finish this time. Fun fact, I never finished the first time. You know? Maddie's just asking what university I'd go to. I don't know, Maddie. Do I look like a guy who knows a lot about secondary school? I don't know. Fantasy world. I don't know. I probably actually, you know where I'd probably go to university is the Netherlands. That's where my wife could have. Yeah, my wife's Dutch, so I could probably get a citizenship there and then go to like Amsterdam or Rotterdam and go to university. That's what I would probably do. Well, there's the I think there's a University of Amsterdam, which is like a big one. So anyway, that's what I'd like to do because I'm a flippin' nerd. That's what a nerd does. Oh, great play in by the US. Lena says, wouldn't you miss hockey? I would have so much ability to stream hockey at any time. And again, you're talking about when I'm retired. You know what I would also probably do? I'd probably go to Germany a lot. If I'm in the Netherlands or I'm in France, go to Germany a lot, cheer for the DEL teams. JD Atkinson says on behalf of Europe, ha ha ha, they had it coming. That's funny. You know where I've never been in Europe that I'm dying to go to is Vienna. I've heard it's absolutely beautiful. The museums, the art, the everything. Maddie, you've been? You've been there. You think it's overrated? Maddie. All right. If not Vienna, then where, Maddie? For a center of arts and culture and architecture. Where are we going? Where's because Maddie's a world traveler, guys. You think Prague, you know who loves Prague is Alan Walsh. Absolutely loves Prague. Alan always talks about when the world championships happen or Czechia wins a gold medal. He was talking about in 1998, obviously the Czechia, but then known as the Czech Republic, won the gold medal. Dominik Hasek and Net, Jaromir Jagr. You guys all remember, or maybe you don't. Maybe you're too young and I'm old. I'm only 37. Anyway, long story short, somebody else is agreeing with you in the chat. A Czech person donated 100 Czech kroners. I think they're called. I don't Is that what they're called? Anyway, they said Prague over Vienna. Wow. Anyway, Alan was in Prague when they brought home the gold medals, and he said Ivan Holinka, who was the head coach of the Czech team, had to be taken to hospital because he was so drunk. He had such a good time; they had to take him to hospital. Apparently, they know how to party in Czech. Which, I'm, and the beers are yes, the beers are huge. Yeah, Budapest. I would love to do Budapest. A lot of these places too have Formula One Grand Prix, so I'd make it a double. I want to go to a lot of them. So the shots are 10-4. The goals are 2-1. Currently, Jeremy Swayman's save percentage is a .500. That's bad. That's not great. Currently, Mad Sogard's save percentage is a .900. Both real clean. By the way, there's for everybody talking about the Czechs, I want to go to Prague and take a picture at that place where I'm a big fan of what's this out? I gotta get the album out. Now you got me talking. Now you got me talking. Here we go. So Depeche Mode has a an album where they took the picture in Prague, and I just got to find it for you because it's like a very famous sort of photo. And I'm gonna find the album and we'll bring it up. And that's where I want to take a picture there, just to be a total dweeb nerd fan. You know, it's on a single cover. Hang on, I'll have to look it up, Maddie. We'll look it up in the intermission. There's a game going on, but it's like very famous. People go to this place all the time. Muck says Adam's dream of being Canadian Indiana Jones. That's right. Except Indiana Jones gets into danger a lot, and I don't need guns pointed at me, you know? Craig says go to Krakow, Poland. Apparently it's beautiful there too. I've heard it's gorgeous in Poland. Yep. You know, so you guys want to hear if you guys want to hear a crazy story, I have a friend who works in television in the Netherlands. And I don't know if you guys know this, but every great competition reality show from Survivor to Big Brother to Traitors, anything that I'm a celebrity, get me out of here, all of the great reality competition shows all come out of the Netherlands. They are all Dutch ideas. It's crazy. And obviously, one of them is Big Brother. So her job is to go to different parts of the world and teach each country. She brings a book with her, teach each country how to do Big Brother for their country. You know, so for India, India is so big, they have regional Big Brothers. They have 6 different Big Brothers in India because India is so big, so many people. And she said Poland was the place that absolutely knocked her on her butt, how beautiful it was. She was crazy. And then she said they were shooting a reality show that hasn't come to North America yet, where they take celebrities and then they put them in a jail with people that are convicts who are not currently convicts, but former convicts, but they don't know that they're convicts. And they're basically like, all right, this is your jail cell mate now. And and she said, I was in the north of Poland and like having to, like in the middle of nowhere, having to do this in an old Polish prison. I was like, damn, that is what a crazy ass job that is. I didn't even know that existed. Crazy job. Anyway, random side story. So call Adam. If you come to Prague, you have free beer and accommodation on my account. My friends and I love the SDPN channel. Well, we love you and thank you so much for listening. We appreciate you. Um, Cowboy says, been wanting to ask this forever. Why are some hockey channels like SDPN so careful about playing footage and some do it all the time? This is from Florence. Your name is Florence? Okay, I'll explain that real quick. So if I post NHL footage and I make money off that NHL footage, I'm stealing the footage. If a YouTube channel posts that footage, but they demonetize their own video, then it's technically considered promotion. So it's a great way to gain a ton of subscribers, but you can't make any money off of it. We're very careful about it too, because in Canada, we're very publicly Canadian. A lot of these channels can be a little bit more anonymous, right? It's like Doug Gilmore, 93, 93, 69. Well, I don't know if that person's from Toronto. I have no idea who they're connected to or whatever. And they're posting entire old Maple Leaf games. But okay, I could sue them if I'm a sports rights holder, but I don't know who they are. With us, it's called SDPN, and we're on the masthead. Pretty easy to find, right? So Sportsnet would be all over us in a heartbeat. And so would ESPN and TNT if we geo unblocked it and made it available in the States. And so would the NHL. You're literally stealing their property. So we can't do that. We can do it with the OHL, the WHL, and the QMJHL because we have a rights deal with them. But for everybody else, we don't have those rights deals because they're outrageously expensive. So yeah, we tend not to do that. Now, you can take clips and post them on your social media, and it's a bit of a gray area. Nobody's quite sure if it's allowed or not. But nobody's really pursuing it yet. So some people are getting away with it. I think some other networks do it. We have just decided, like, we'll do the freeze frames. You'll get the idea. If you want to look it up that bad, it's easy to do, but we would just prefer not to be sued. That's that's we're just too lazy to go to court, man. I don't want to pay a lawyer. I'd rather keep that money for my employees and my family, because they're expensive. So that's the reason. That's the whole reason. It's not anything more exciting than that. 123 left in this period. And if you're a Danish fan, you got to be thrilled. They've been playing, as I told you, low event, sort of keep away hockey. Again, as soon as they turn the puck over in the US zone, which they're in right now, they are hustling back. One man deep, four men back. They know the US are faster. They know they're better with the puck. On paper, they should have better goaltending, but it hasn't shown up yet today. And that's why the Danes are up 1-0 or 2-1. Excuse me. They were also up 1-0. They opened the scoring. This is going to be one of the more shocking periods we've seen in the Olympics, and we've seen a few of them. I mean, even the Italy-Sweden game, yes, Italy opened the scoring, but by the end of the second or the end of the first period, Nylander had scored, and it was 2-1 Sweden. This is a surprise. This is kind of nuts, man. I love. Oh, here comes Jack. I go. He's tripped down. That's going to be a penalty. No, I thought that would be a penalty. Okay, I can understand why there's some boos from US fans on that one. Now, Eichel does kind of trip, but it's still like, look, you could say that's a slash right there. It's right in the hands. Anyway, they didn't call it. 18.8 seconds to go in this period. 12-7 of the shots in favor of the US, but the Danes lead 2-1. Assuming they can get through the next 18.8 seconds, the Danes carrying a lead into the first intermission will be a shocker. That's why you play 3 periods. Oh, almost had one there. Kachuk. Oh, Brady's getting into it in the, of course. So, one thing you're going to see from these Olympics that we haven't seen in the past is that after whistle stuff. Because they were so double IHF on the rules before, you didn't get some of that. And this is what the Kachucks do. We're never going to fight you. We're just going to grab your jersey and give you some pops. Take that one. Hey, you're beating us after the first period. I'm just going to punch you in the mouth. How do you feel about that? Now, with the double IHF rules, it won't be like the NHL. Like, there's a good chance Brady gets a call on that. I don't know if they'll call him on that one. In the NHL, though, Brady knows no refs calling that. Meme Empress says, I have a hard time rooting for anyone this Olympics. A few too many bolts scattered across the teams. Well, there's nothing wrong with cheering from your own team. Team USA. Dave Fisher just got home from a murder mystery dinner, and I'm just tuning in. Denmark up 2-1. Has the USA been playing that bad? Also, if you haven't yet, click the like. Thank you, Dave. Everybody hit like. No, I don't think USA's been bad at all. I don't think they've been I don't think they've been dominating, but I don't think they've been bad. I think what's been the story is how great the Danes have been with their puck possession, right? Playing a little bit of keep away. Old Slick Travels says Swayman is dating the women's Germany goalie. Is he? I didn't know that. To be honest with you, I don't pay a ton of attention to who people are dating. I just don't care. I did 19 years of pop radio, and I think you just kind of sometimes you get tired of like, oh, they're dating. Like, I don't know which is the only one I know is Jack Hughes is dating Tate McRae. That's all I got for you. Maybe I should be a little bit more exciting, but I'm just like, I don't know. Whatever they do in their personal lives is up to them. Now, you guys know in Canada here, and I'm doing this mostly to brag to our USA friends, because I know if you're here, you're sickos, and you would love to go to your local coffee shop and pick up a deck of cards, but you can't. You can't. You got to be Canadian to do it. Maybe come cross the border, all right? Come get yourself some Tim Hortons cards. To my Canadian friends, though, I got in this pack, so every pack for the Tim Hortons hockey cards has got 2 base cards and a specialty card. Sometimes the specialty card's a $50 gift card. Sometimes it's a Nathan McKinnon or Sidney Crosby autographed card. And sometimes it's this one, which is pretty sweet. If you're a fan of Pittsburgh, I'll get to it in a second. Quentin Byfield, Team Canada, played in the World Junior Championship twice, and the Hlinka Gretzky as well. Actually put up some damn good numbers. Still waiting for Quentin Byfield to break out in LA. I think with Pinar in there, Quentin Byfield's stats are going to like double. It's going to be crazy. Sam Reinhart, who was captain of Team Canada in the World Juniors, he was a monster, absolute monster, especially in 2015. Sam Reinhart, a huge part of this Team Canada team this year too. Can I just tell you, and I'll say it on the stream and I'll never say it again. I love that player. He's so good. Don't tell anyone I told you that. He's a Florida Panther. I'm not supposed to like any of them. All right. Last one. Ooh, okay. This is an oldie but a goodie. Christopher Letang. Pittsburgh fans, where you at? I know you're here. There's always Penguins fans in the chat. I know you're here. Oddslick Travel Swayman is a good boyfriend, having a worse save percentage than his girlfriend. Heather, the Avs fans, dropping 5 SDPN gifted memberships. Hey, we get extra SDP episodes every single week for VIP subscribers. If Heather gave you that, you should, first off, you should thank Heather and be like, Heather, thank you so much. But secondly, you know that VIP gives you an extra Steve Dangle podcast, which is always a lot of fun. Back me up in the chat, guys. If you're a VIP member, you got a green name, you know. You can also get all the episodes ad-free if you upgrade on YouTube, on Spotify, on Apple at $6.99 a month. You get every episode several hours early. You get VIP, and you get all the emojis in the chat, which is pretty sweet. Sarah Fillier for Team Canada. I barely could say that. Fillier. I sound like the teenager from The Simpsons. A little Dylan Cousins. A lot of World Junior Championships. He did World Championships too. And celebrated prodigies. I don't know, some guy named Aaron Ekblad. It's another Florida Panther that we shall not talk about here. Still no $50 gift card and no donut card. My whole goal is to beat Jesse to the donut card. That's all I want to say. So I'm going to make a quick coffee. I'm going to come back. Maddie, what do we, I know you sent it to me, but what are we doing? You're doing JJ. So I love this interview. It's Alan Walsh with his client, JJ Paterka. Any Utah Mammoth fans in the chat, you're going to love this. Or also Team Germany fans. I asked him about international competition. And when you grow up in Europe, it's such a different view on it than it is in Canada and the United States, because we've seen these huge countries that are all sort of united. Europe's like a bunch of smaller countries all together, right? It's a big deal. And listen to him chat about it and how excited he is.
Now, we talked a little bit about the Olympics. Germany plays Denmark, then Latvia, and then I think your third game is against USA. Your first 2 games are in the Row Arena, and then the USA game is in the new arena, that's been in the news a lot for the last year and a half, as I think construction is still going on as we speak, as they put the last little finishing touches on the arena. What's the one thing you're looking forward to most about going over to the Olympics?
I think just exploring, or like getting the experience from like the Olympic feeling, being in the village, seeing all the other athletes, different sports. And I think just being an Olympic athlete, I think that's when I was talking to guys that's been there before. That's one thing they always say, like how special that is, being around all the athletes there, watching them, how they prepare, how they treat themselves. So I think just kind of like experiencing all that definitely is going to be super special.
And you got any family coming over to see you?
Yeah, well, since Germany is not too far, my parents are coming, my grandma is coming, my uncle is coming. So yeah, I got a few people supporting me, which is gonna be super cool, super exciting.
Your agent is coming?
My agent is coming as well. There you go.
Agent / therapist, right?
Adam?
What do you think it's going to be like for your I don't know if your grandmother was a hockey fan at all. What do you think it's going to be like for her in there? Has she been over to North America to see you? Like, this seems like it's pretty special.
Yeah, my grandmother has been here 2 years ago.
2 years
we had
ago.
a big family trip. All both my siblings came over and my grandma.
Yeah, she did an NHL tour.
Exactly. I don't even remember. I think they went to Denver, Vegas, so they had actually a pretty good experience as well, city-wise. So she's been there, but I think watching the Olympics will be also super special for her, definitely.
You know, one of the things I always talk to Alan about, or I ask him about, is because he's got a lot of clients from Europe and you know, Czech specifically. You know, one of the things we talked about was when the Czechs won the World Championship a couple of springs ago, how massive it was. And Alan was also talking about when the Czech team with Dominik Hasek won in Nagano in 1998, which I hate to mention this, but it was before you were born. I can't believe that. It just kills me, man. It kills me. But I want to know, as a fan of international sport, which you are, somebody who grew up in Europe, which you did, international tournaments like this are so much more normal in every other sport. And the countries are a lot smaller in Europe too, so you guys are all close by and all play each other. Can you tell me about how special it is to represent your country at something like this? Because it is, it's been a long time since we've seen this. What does it mean to you?
Well, I think that's like internationally, it's gonna be the biggest stage I've ever been a part of or ever played in. Like thinking back of like World Championships and stuff, how cool it always was, because you got like a whole section of German fans. They travel there, they bring the drums, and you're like just one nation together there, playing kind of like playing for each other, and just knowing like all my buddies, like all my friends from back home watch it, support. You got like public viewing and stuff like in Germany, where people watch it and cheer for us. I think that just brings a country so much closer together, and being one of the athletes those people watch and cheer for is just a super honor.
This is my 31st year in the business, and when I first started going over to Europe and my first few World Championships, I was completely blown away. Here's people painting their face, banging drums the entire game, chanting, singing, literally jumping up and down, waving flags, and you're watching this, and my first thought, I was stunned, right? Mm-hmm. The amount of emotion coming from the crowd during the chants and the drums and the singing, and it's all coordinated. A lot of it's coordinated. Like this goes on all game. To me, it's so exciting to watch the game with that atmosphere around it in the arena. It's something that the NHL has always lacked. Mm-hmm. And I never understood why. And I've said this before, even recently, in an NHL arena, it's loud rock music and Beastie Boys, in between stoppages of play and TV timeouts. And the fans you can't even talk to the person next to you a lot of the time, mm-hmm. right? The music is so loud. And I don't know why they don't look at this European experience and bring that more to watching NHL games. Just think a European soccer match in an NHL arena during a big game. And that's where I think the NHL has really dropped the ball in growing the game. Because if going to a game is ever as much fun as it is going to a European soccer match, which is an event in and of itself, or a world championship game in hockey, which is an event in and of itself. And I think you'll see a lot of this in the Olympics, given the location and the fact that fans from Czech Republic are coming, fans from Germany are coming, fans from Sweden are coming, fans from Finland are coming. And these arenas are going to be full of locals, into the game and going through that experience. The NHL would be far further ahead in the fan experience department than it is right now.
JJ, maybe you can bring that to Utah. Get a supporter section, get the drums going, that whole thing. I mean, listen, the amazing thing about where you're at is it's somewhat still a blank slate. Like you could, I mean, it would be very cool to see a supporter section in there. I'm curious, to back up Alan's point, what should we expect from the German fans? Like, what are German fans known for?
Known for being loud. That's for sure. Okay. I think having pretty cool chants always going on, jumping, yelling around, and I think always supporting. I think that was the last championships. You always had like a whole section where all the German fans were. They always bring the drums and have a good time and be like really, really supportive, especially in like clutch moments. Just being loud, pushing the team.
Can you hear them when you're on the ice? Like when you were playing for Munich, could you hear them? Did it amp you up?
Oh, 100%. And especially when you're like sitting on a bench, like it's just cool, like watching that as well when they like start jumping around and stuff. It's just like super exciting even when you're playing.
That's cool. Very cool.
Yeah. Well, JJ, you've been very generous with your time. I know you're in New York City, going to go hang out with some guys, go get a great dinner tonight, and get ready for the charter flight over to Milan. I'll be over there Wednesday afternoon. Your first game is Thursday. I'll be at that game. I look forward to seeing you over there. I look forward to seeing your family over there. And I wish you a great Olympics. And thank you very much for sharing some time with us today.
Yeah, thanks guys for having me.
This has been Agent Provocateur with Alan Walsh and Adam Wylde. Follow Alan Walsh on Twitter @WalshA. Subscribe wherever you get your podcasts by searching Agent Provocateur and hitting the subscribe button. YouTube.com.
Hello, friends. We're back. Getting ready. I'm just want to make sure I didn't miss any super chats here. A couple of people signed up for VIP. The Marks and Name Tags. Name Tag's been a member for 23 months. I am an American actively rooting against the USA. Wow. Player 4 said, finally catching an Olympic stream. Being on the West Coast, I've either been asleep or at work for every game so far. Love everyone who works these. Well, big shout out to Maddie the Mad Dog on producing today. And also Justin, who's doing the chat today. Justin has been working some long days. Justin, I'm not sure. Did you do Jesse's stream as well? Robert did the early morning with me and Hayden this morning. It's been a baby. It's been long. Jeff just said Adam's been gargling with steel wool. I know. I can't. It's so weird. I didn't think it was going to be this crazy of a cold, and it's just turned into a disaster. So, okay, Robert did Jesse's stream, but Justin was there as a backup. Let me just say, behind the scenes here, the people that do work here have been working really, really hard. So it's sort of like a mini playoffs. And we all know, and we kind of tell our families from mid-April to mid-June, that 2-month period, it's a mess. You're not going to see us much. So this is sort of like that, but early. I love this, though. I'm absolutely eating this up, this tournament. So much fun. Justin says they won't let me leave the office. No, and stay in that seat. Weekends don't exist. Doesn't matter what day it is. Maddie says she sleeps here. So, name tag says Adam with his Alan Walsh impression on these streams. Gary Bettman, triple hard cap. It kind of is. It's going there a little bit. Chance says we need justice for Justin. No, we don't. No, we don't. Don't you dare get that started. All right. The last thing we need is to tell them that they have rights, and it's reasonable to expect that they should go home at a certain hour. Don't tell them that. Let me be my greedy capitalist pig, okay? All right? All right? Okay. Jack Eichel, Brady Tkachuk, Matthew Tkachuk starting this period off. Quinn Hughes to McAvoy. McAvoy still got the face shield on after that hit from Val Manis, and I think has not missed a game. Like, that was a monster hit. And Valmanis did apologize to him. They played each other in the first game. It was really nice. In come the Danes again. Playing, if you're just joining the game, by the way, the Danes have played a very sort of conservative style that's actually worked quite well for them. They have had a couple of goals that I'm sure Jeremy Swayman would like to have back. But what's happening is they're going low event, at least as low as they can go, against the U.S. team that definitely overmatches them. Keep the puck. When you dump it low, make sure you get all of it. And, Matthew Tkachuk got a little bit of a late cross check there. And then he got hurt on the hit. Listen, I don't think anybody's going to be anybody from any other country is going to be mad at Matthew Tkachuk. Taking a hit behind the play. It's nothing he hasn't done. I'm just tweeting this out. So anyway, long story short, the Danes have played a very conservative defensive game and have taken advantage of a couple of Jeremy Swayman gaffes. Both goals probably shouldn't have gone in. Second one more than the first. Second one was shot from center ice, literally. You see what they did there? Danes don't take any chances. They don't play nothing fancy. Just chip out, chip out, chip out. By the way, for this period, instead of coffee, I decided to go with a nice tea and honey. It's not going to change anything, but I'm doing my best here. I'm doing my best. Ethan Schiller, what's next? Not forcing them to work when sick? We can't have that, Station. We cannot have that. We can't allow it. You must work through your sickness. No, we're not actually like that. You know, I wonder about a player like Lars Eller. He's out there right now, number 20, as you would expect. I wonder if, because the Kachucks have gotten in there and tried to mix things up, I wonder if Eller gets a couple of late shots in. I mean, he probably doesn't want to draw a penalty, and I get that, but he's known as a good bastard in the league. He's a good bastard, and that's a compliment. I wonder if Eller would, if he's got any sort of plans, You know, if he faces off against this Kachuk line at any point, just give him a little shot at the end of it, you know? Frederick Storm, one of the 3 Fredericks on Team Denmark, by the way. 3 Nicks, 3 Fredericks. There's Frederick Storm again. What a great name, by the way. Frederick Storm. Are you kidding me? Eichel shot. Good save by Sogard. Brady Kachuk tried to smash it in out of thin air, and he does drop his stick as it's apparently slashed out of his hands, and it was called. Mike Schmidt, Adam, have you done the Steve special for the voice? Coconut oil? I haven't done that. Steve also tells me to slip Halls into my coffee, or not in my coffee, in like hot water and like mix it around. The problem I have is that I don't think that would help at this point. I think it's like legitimately just swollen vocal cords. And unless I can bring the swelling down, my voice isn't going back to normal. So I'm going to be on vocal rest until tomorrow's stream when USA takes on Germany. Tomorrow, 3:10. Don't miss it. So yeah, it looks like Brady didn't get the call until he sort of complained to the refs, and the Danes are not happy about that. But to be fair, it was a penalty. They should have called it in the first place. It's the right call. Eichel with the shot, Sogard with the save. We're going to see how the Danes handle this PK. It's like a murderer's row here. Like you've got fabulous playmaking with Jack Eichel, who also has a crazy shot. Tage Thompson scored an unbelievable goal against Latvia. He was like 2 centimeters from the goalie's face, backhand, roofed it. It was sexy. You got Austin Matthews with his shot. You've got Matthew Tkachuk in the bumper spot, and Quinn Hughes is running it. Like with his mobility, his vision, you have no choice but to just pray. And Wes Richard dropping 5 SDPN memberships. Thank you, Daddy Wes. We love you guys. Steven Schiller. Yes, vocal rest, aka 2 streams a day. Well, the Olympics only happen once. Can't be skipping games. Matthews. Thompson. Oh, and that puck wasn't blocked, but Thompson just missed the net. K1 is asking why Jack Eichel is not the captain. So it's an interesting story. Basically, Austin, when he was named captain of the 4 Nations team last year, was coming off a 69 goal season. Last year, obviously, because Craig Berube prefers to use him in a David Kampf role, his goal scoring fell to 33. And this year, it's been coming on a lot lately, but he's obviously not scoring, and the Leafs are not winning in the way that they would like to. So, but it's awkward to kind of just strip him of the captaincy. So they kind of left it with him. That's the story I heard. Ha. 182 Kramer says SDP membership feels like a warm hug. No, not yet. Just on the power play here. We will do it though at the commercial break, Maddie. Maddie's just being a good producer. She's in my ear. She's like, we need a promo. And I'm like, hold on, Maddie. We got to see if Team USA ties this up. 17-8 now are the shots. USA spent most of this time in the Danes zone, but the Danes are keeping them to the outside as much as possible. I mean, that's really all you can do. Look at this second unit, eh? Gensel. Tried to find Matt Boldy. That would have been a perfect opportunity for Boldy, who scored a beautiful wraparound goal in the first period. By the way, so I know as the penalty expires, who's a total newbie here? Who has never watched a stream before on SDPN? Who is just finding us for the first time? I want you to put a wave in the chat. If you're new here, I want to know. Hit me up. Oh, we got some noobs. All right. So Dean, Labatech, you got some newbies there. Martin, it looks like. Lentil Paul says, I watch SDPN clips, but this is my first stream. Ruby is new. Yeah, we got a couple. We got Gash Leader. We got Blink Creates. We got Erin. Love it. Love it. Love having everybody in. Welcome to an SDPN stream. Welcome to Gripper Nation. Gripper Nation. Does it need any explanation? No. If you have feet, you're welcome. Even if you don't have feet. Feffion says, I've been watching every podcast since you guys tripped to San Jose. I'm a big Sharks fan. Well, welcome. Alec is also brand new. Shout out, Alec. Welcome. Ooh. Look at the Danes. Look, playing more keep away. Ehlers just dropped it in. Danes have a good little forecheck. They wheel. They're not overly physical, but they're going to find the puck. And look, they gain. Listen, if you're a Leaf fan like me and you're watching this and going, why can't the Leafs forecheck like that? It's effort. It's straight up effort. The Danes are nowhere near a match in talent, and they're just skating hard. Pavan Kumar says, I'm a dumb, depressed Leaf fan. Aren't we all? But I've been watching SDPN forever, but this is my first ever live stream. Well, I welcome, and I hope you enjoy it. David says, I remember the Purelator trucks. I'm far from new. You're an OG. That's pre-COVID stuff right there. Jessica says, third stream of the day. Let's go. That's what I love to see. Chickadee says, why is Swayman and net not Ottinger? I'm sure Bill Guerin and Mike Sullivan are asking that question right now too. It seems pretty. Here's the deal. I'm just going to be straight with you. I don't get it. I like literally Ottinger has gone to the conference finals within the last year. He's gotten further than Hellebuck. He's gotten further than Swayman did last year. I don't understand. I don't get it. Those SDPN Valentine's cards for Use Jesse and Steve were genius. That would be our good friend Justin, who runs the chat. Justin made those. And I think he had a little too much fun doing it. Chiller says, is Freddie Anderson one of the Danish goalies? You bet he is. He's just not playing. They're putting Mad Sogard in. That's who they want. Pavin says Pete DeBoer mentally broke people about Ottinger. Yeah, I mean, I think Otter's awesome. I don't know why they're not playing him, but, you got Swayman in, Otter's sitting in the press box, so you got to do what you got to do. Now, what will be very interesting is if the Danes are able to hold off the U.S. for another period. Remember, they came out of the first period up 2-1. That's great, but you got to win the whole game, right? It's not, you don't get any like, oh man, that's so cool. You got one good period out of it. Now the Danes just iced it. U.S. is almost doubling them up on shots. And you kind of expect this. The Danes have got to be disciplined. No more penalties. And you got to hope that the U.S. screws up and you can grab another rush chance on Swayman, who I think, 2 goals on 9 shots. He had 2 goals on 4 shots to start the game. I don't think he's had a chance to get in this game. I don't think he's used to being this quiet. I think that can lead to focus issues. So let's see. McAvoy shot just past the net there. Quinn Hughes working in. Listen, I'm a Canadian, American heritage. Oh, big hit by Eller behind the net on Brady Tkachuk. Brady's going to get like a little shot in after that. He's not taking that line down. There are a few things that I want more than Canada to win this tournament, obviously. But watching Quinn Hughes play hockey is a joy. Like, he's just so good. There's another guy that I just love watching play hockey, and now that he's on my team, it's even better. Nathan McKinnon. I know that's such an easy answer, but watching Nathan McKinnon play hockey shift after shift, Avs fans, I'm so jealous of you. Like it's just, oh my God. And I'm not even talking about Cale Makar, just Nate. It's such a joy. It's such a privilege. It was also pretty cool watching Italy get a couple of surprise goals against Sweden. Luca Frigo, you know? Somebody just said Swayman is so shaky he won't start another game. Oh, that's a guarantee. Swayman's not going to get it. He's not going to see ice again. It doesn't matter if the U.S. wins. It doesn't matter if they lose. It doesn't matter what the score is at the end of this game. This will be Swayman's Olympic experience this time. Oh, and we have an opportunity here. Ehlers bringing it across. Almost had a breakaway chance. Puts it across. Oh, defenseman should have gone for the shot there. I didn't see who that was. I think it was number 24. No, it wasn't a defenseman. It was Ehlers is 24. Who was the guy he passed to? Whatever. Guy should have shot. Christopher says plus 450 odds for Denmark. Do you think it's worth it? Ooh, I mean, that's pretty sweet. Eller lost his skate blade there. You know what? As long as it's an amount that you're okay losing, it might not be bad. Like I would put a couple bucks on that. Just, hey, I wouldn't get risky with it though. Like everybody, I think, expects this game to go one way. Hence why you're getting such great odds. You know, I want to take the next 5 minutes of this game and just kind of look at the shot quality United States is getting because obviously they are out shooting the Danes, and we're going to get a chance here as the Danes ice the puck. What I found interesting is outside of the Matt Boldy rush and goal where he looped around the net. If you haven't seen it, it's beautiful. Loops around the net, pulls Sogard and two defensemen to him, and then is able to get around the net fast enough to kind of basically dunk it in. There hasn't been the high quality in tight shots that you would expect a guy like Brady or Matthew Tkachuk or Tage Thompson to score. It's been a lot of spread to the outside. And you got to give the Danes credit for that. Oh, Maddie, we got to fix the timer. 10:37. 10:37. All right, Eichel wins the faceoff draw to Brady, and that's a goal. And that's another goal. And Brady scored a goal like this. Great goal against Latvia. Beautiful goal. All right, American fans, let's see give me the Eagles. Drop the Eagles in the chat. Where's the Freebird at? I want to see it. It took 20 shots, but he beat his teammate Matt Sogard, and he beat him blocker side high. Clean win by Jack Eichel. Great shot by Brady. He scored a similar goal the other day. This first line is something to contend with for the United States. And I told you in the Latvia game, the United States really didn't come alive until the 30th minute. And we are hovering. We're almost at the 30. Well, we're in the 30th minute right now. There's the Americans. There you are. I know a lot of American listeners are really pissed about the chances that Bill Guerin took on this roster. And what I mean by chances is he went really old instead of really young and exciting and goal scoring. I agree with you. I don't think that forward group is as good as it could be or should be. I do think their defense is outstanding and their goaltending is outstanding, although Swayman hasn't played well today. I still think they're an excellent team. Now I want to do this thing. I want to do a little experiment. Here's what we're all going to watch for. Let's see the kind of shots the United States gets. Okay. The Brady Tkachuk one was right off a face-off. Oh, we got some tough stuff around the net. I really hate when there's tough stuff around the net and they go to like some guy chewing on his mouth guard on the bench. Just keep it on the net. Trocheck is into it. I mean, listen, the Trocheck Connor line has done literally nothing. Like, except for Tage Thompson on the power play, they've been like a non-factor. And Tage Thompson on the power play was the other day. So I don't know. I'm not been outside of Tkachuk, Eichel, Tkachuk, 5-on-5, and Brock Nelson. It's not been the best 5-on-5 team. It's so Mike Sullivan. It's like, oh, we got a bunch of expected goals, but none of them went in. Like, ask Pittsburgh how they feel about it. Ask New York Rangers fans how they feel about it. First off, let me do this. Maddie, I promised you a promo. Here it is. VIP, baby. Now, if you've been gifted a VIP sub today or you haven't, I'll just explain how it works. We have an extra episode of the SDP every single week. And a lot of people are like, why would I listen to that? I already got enough SDP. And that's fine. You don't have to have it. But what you could get is VIP ad-free, which that means, the 3 episodes you already listened to, you get those hours earlier than everybody else and completely ad-free. And you get a VIP episode where we talk about pop culture. This week, it's a it's a Steve Dangle Haters Edition where we did a bracket. One of our listeners, such an insanely great idea, took a March Madness bracket and had Steve. This is insane. Had Steve all the things that he could remember Steve hating in a bracket, and we took it from 64 down to 1, and it was awesome. So sign up for VIP or VIP ad-free. VIP gets you the extra episode. VIP ad-free gets you all 4 episodes, but ad-free. And enjoy. And also, if you're gifted a subscription, consider, after your 30 days is up, renewing. That's all I want to say. There are some Sharks fans in this chat right now who are really upset that Will Smith is not playing. And listen, I will say I have my Will Smith Sharks jersey in the next room. I too am a Will Smith fan. I don't think he's. I can see why he's not there. You know how these guys do this. They like the older guys. Rowinski with a shot. Matt Sogard with a great save. The Danes are going to have to do something about Jack Eichel. Oh, and here comes Wes Richard dropping 5 SDPN memberships. Let's go, Wes, Daddy Wes. If you got a SDP membership from Wes Richard, make sure you drop a big thank you in the chat. Got to thank this man. And by the way, name tags. Heated Rivalry VIP episode when? Oh, and what did I tell you? Jack Eichel. I told you that he was being a menace. And the U.S. is up 3-2. What a goal. That is Jack Eichel turning the script on the U.S. So what he's been doing is he's been winning the draw and getting it back to Brady. But in this case, he's like, no, you know what? I'm going to flip it by him, and I'm going to beat Sogard. Look at this. Watch. Beats Eller on the draw. Oh, no. Is able to get it back and then shot. And his shot is lethal. If there's one thing Golden Knights fans wish, it's that Jack Eichel shot more. This is crazy. It's a great, great play. And you know Eller's pissed about that. Didn't tie up his man. I don't know if he knew the puck was there. Name tag says Jack is keeping me from getting the answer. We could do a heated rivalry thing, but we figured everybody else had done it. So that's why we haven't really done it. We didn't jump on it early enough, if I'm being honest. Maddie told us. Maddie's like, you guys, you got to jump on this. And we were like, got to listen to Maddie, I think. Look at all the Eagles in the chat. Play Freebird. Luke says, damn, I think you're going to lose that voice. Potentially. But I'll be back to do Team USA Germany tomorrow. Hughes. Oh, great setup. Now USA's alive. I told you, minute 30, they started getting it going. Sam Hallam, Bill Guerin celebrity death match coming. That's funny. The management who fans hate from their own country. Again, I haven't finished Heated Rivalry yet. No, I'm going to. Don't you worry. Oh, wow. I can give some takes, but I will leave it. Like the thing is too, a couple of shows obviously like owned it, dominated it, and I'm happy for them. That's great. So I just it's for sort of like, are we going to copy that idea and do what everybody else has done, or are we going to let people who did a great job covering it cover it? Sometimes there's that too. Oh, listen. Okay, I'll just say this: the show's smutty. That's a smutty show. Doesn't mean you don't like it. It's a little. It's it's fun. But Maddie was just saying to me, guys, just in case you want to know, she was like, people are asking. They want to know if we're going to do it. That's all I'm saying. It's smutty, which is delicious. It's Heated Rivalry is everything Wuthering Heights wishes it was. How's that? No, I did not see Wuthering Heights, but I've seen the reviews, and I think it's hilarious that they tried to pretend Jacob Elordi and Margot Robbie were in love in the press tour for that movie when very clearly she's married and her husband's a producer on the movie. Like, what are we doing here? You know it's a bad movie. Oh man, Kyle Connor had a great opportunity on Sogard. Back to the point, shot. That's blocked. The Danes are now going to have to figure out a way to get back in this game because you can't just batten down the hatches and play defense now. But they are tired. Oh, we might have a little fast break here. No. Again, there's that mobile U.S. defense. Really fast. Great skating. Somebody is Gator Dave, donate to Adam Wylde Chicken Soup Fund. Feel better. Oh, thank you, Gator Dave. Appreciate you. Zach Rowinski in on. No, it's okay, Maddie. Thanks though. Not yet. 5:46 left in the second period. So now the Danes are going to have to push. And I don't know how they're going to do this. If you're the Danish head coach, your job was, hey, get an early lead and I don't know, try to defend it, I guess, which they did a pretty good job of. But there was only so long they were going to be able to do that, especially with Mad Sogard in net. He's not had a great year. If you're a Sens fan, you know what I'm talking about. So, and Freddie Anderson's not playing, which I'm actually kind of surprised about, but maybe the coach thought we want the younger guy. But it's always possible Freddie Anderson is injured because he's always injured. I don't know. I'm not totally sure why the Sogard start. Maybe he felt too Freddie Anderson's been in the NHL long enough that all these guys are going to know him really well, whereas Sogard hasn't played as many games. I'm not sure. Coaches have a way of overthinking things. Jack Hughes, to the point. Nelson, who had 2 goals, actually had 3 versus Latvia. One of them was called back. Maddie, save that bit for the next commercial break. We'll do it then. I want to do it then. Ethan the Slacker says you guys are ahead of the NBC stream. It's ridiculous. I'm on a cable channel. The only thing is, so when we were using streaming like Sportsnet and stuff like that, and we'd be a minute behind, you'd have a bunch of people on cable who'd be like spamming the chat with goal before we even saw it. So I figured it's better for me to be ahead than it is for you guys to be like, hey, they scored. Why aren't you talking about it yet? I don't know. I'm not sure what the right call is. Zerum says they think they're saving Freddie for the next game, which is more winnable. So that's versus Latvia. I guess that makes sense. That makes sense. Although it is the Olympics, like, I mean, yeah, I guess you want to rest a goalie. The U.S. is. USA won the draw, by the way. Lars Eller's got to get better in that faceoff dot. He's lost a couple of key faceoffs that have led to goals, and they need him to be a stud. Eller, puck up. Here we go. Quick break for the Danes. Shot. And he shot it high. Oh. Wes Richard, if NHL stars could act, who would you want to be the leads in heated rivalry? They can't act. It's impossible to imagine them acting. I don't know how to answer that question, Wes. You know what I like? I like the fact that they used actors we'd never seen before in heated rivalry because it allows you to enjoy the character so much more. One of the things about Wuthering Heights they're talking about is the fact that everybody's like, well, that's Jacob Elordi and Margot Robbie, not their characters. You know what I mean? It just allows you to suspend your disbelief for a while. Panthers J-Dub, we are saving all of our Eagles for you. You mean Team Canada? It'll be a good matchup if they end up playing each other. In come the U.S. Shot! Oh, and it beats Sogard, and that is in. That's a goal. Man, Sogard's got to have that. That's a dagger. He saw that the whole way. You got to have that. Oh, man, there's an American just stripping in the hot. He's got his American boxers on, having a good time. It's Hannafin with the goal, by the way. How does Sogard not get this? Like, look, this is he is way too far out and stretching way too wide. Man. Oh, you know what? Like, listen, what you're seeing right now, unfortunately, with Mad Sogard is what people in Ottawa have been seeing all season long. He's just not that good. And he had an okay start to this game, but he's not having a good year. He was very good last year. I don't know. I know you're saving Freddie for the game tomorrow, which is more winnable. That makes a ton of sense, but you had this game tied. That's rough. Yeah, I'm disappointed. I feel bad for the Danes. They've been playing strong defensively, but Sogard, that is a dagger, dude. Mix in a save. And I know he's had 24 shots leveled at him. That's the kind of shit that kills a game right there. So the Danes are going to have to get gutsy. Ehlers with a shot, and they have to stop missing the net on perfectly good opportunities. That's 2 in a row they've missed. Ehlers down low and hits the ref. Rowinski's going to get it. Todd Pickle said Sogard's not an NHL caliber goalie. Well, I mean, neither are a lot of goalies in this tournament, but they've been playing better. Sogard, I think, has the talent and he has the size. So much of what goaltending is right here, right? It's between the ears. And I actually think they got the same issue with Linus Ullmark in Ottawa. I think that he's a guy that, and he's had this at various points throughout his career where you lose your confidence. Like we saw that with Ilya Samsonov in Toronto. Guy, when he was confident and he was on, he was excellent. But when he's not confident, as many of us get, it falls apart sometimes. So, Adam, you keep confusing Sogard with Levi Merolainen. Okay, so it's Merolainen that had the good year last year. Maybe that's what it is. Either way. Oof. Now, for the American team, as I've said many, many times, listen, I respect the fact that you're so thrilled that you're winning. But let's be honest. You guys got the easiest division by far. Like Germany just lost to Latvia. What are we doing here, right? Like it Group B, that's a hard division. Sweden, Finland, and Slovakia somehow takes number 1. They are the confirmed number 1 seed, by the way. I checked. Like USA has the easiest buy into the quarters. What I'm curious about is what happens when Team USA comes up against a Team Sweden or a Team Finland or even a Team Canada. I don't know that USA Canada, if they're going to be seed 1 and seed 2, which it seems like they're going to be. I don't know if they play each other until the finals, assuming both get there. But I am curious about the depth of this U.S. team because a lot of it has been Brock Nelson, the defense, and that first line. Matthews did score on the power play, but are we seeing a ton of this Gensel, Matthews, Boldy line get a lot done? I guess we'll find out right now. Boldy with a shot. Werenski, who I just love, by the way. Another guy who's just a joy to watch. Oh, Boldy to Matthews, and what a save by Sogard. Hey, credit where it's due. That's a monster save. Dane's trying to clear. They got to create some offensive opportunities here. There's only 55 seconds left. Have not had a lot of shots this period. 28-10 are the shots now. Oh, man, that was a great save. Matthews thought he had one clear here. What's clear for the U.S., though, is if they're going to medal, they're going to need more than just this top line to score. Brock Nelson with Vinny Trocheck. And I think JT Miller's with them too. Okay, I'll be honest with you, Team USA fans. JT Miller is the most confusing pick for me at this tournament for the U.S. That's the guy I'd switch out for Jason Robertson. Mostly because he's playing a defensive depth role, and he's not known for being great on defense. Oh, Trocheck misses, and he tried to find Brock Nelson for a quick break there. He doesn't play great defense. He never has. I know you got other guys that can, but I'm just like, that's what you're holding Jason Robertson out for? Okay. Pretzel Hunt says JT Miller is a vibes guy, though. What kind of vibes? What kind of vibes? The vibes weren't looking so hot with the Rangers or the Canucks, man. What kind of vibes were we getting? Jack Hughes. And he just iced it too. 7 seconds to go in the second period. Man, the Danes pouring on the pressure, leading to a double icing. What's happening here? Jake Costello, Matthews needs better playmakers on his wing. You know what? You're right. Boldy and Gensel are pretty good. Boldy set him up pretty nice, though. He did. 9 times out of 10, that's a goal. Sogard made a killer save. Alex Tuck can kill penalties. MPA says, yeah, I love Alex Tuck. Surprised he's not here. Oh, the Danes score. The Danes score. They're back in it, baby. The Danes. From the point, Jeremy Swayman he is Swiss cheese today. Actually, they're turning him into Danish cheese. You know what I'm saying? Or American cheese. Really bad. Oh, my God. And it's JT Miller doing this weird block thing. Swayman can't see it. And it's a huge shot from the point. And that's Philip Bruziger. What a shot. Bang. And Miller blocks his goaltender's line of sight, and his goaltender hasn't been playing all that well. I told you guys, JT Miller, I have questions. I think that's fair. Am I right? But he's vibes. He's vibes, though. Right? He's vibes. Guy's a vibes guy. Shut up, Adam. You don't know what you're talking about. He's vibes. All right? That is, buddy, That's JT Miller in the defensive zone in a nutshell right there. All right, let's open some hockey cards and have a good time, shall we? All right, to my American friends, you guys don't get these. We're cooler than you. Just live with it. Tim Hortons hockey cards, you can pick them up till February 20th. That means you only got, because it's Valentine's Day, you only got 6 more days. All right? By the way, happy Valentine's. I hope you guys are, whether you're single on Valentine's or you're coupled on Valentine's, I hope you're having a good Valentine's, whatever it means to you. So every card, every packet has a couple base cards and a bit of a wild card. And that could be like a gift card for $50. It could be a Nathan McKinnon signed card, which I'm begging for. There's also Crosby signed cards in there. But friend of the Steve Dangle podcast, Emma Malte. An Olympian this year. That's a hustler right there. She friggin' works, man. That's our first card. Second card. Oh, get ready to be jealous. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Connor mother effing McDavid. I got a Connor McDavid card. I'm going to send it off to get graded. Let's go. All right. Number 3 is a Northern Stars card. So this is the specialty Tim Hortons card. And it's a Team Canada starter from yesterday, Mr. Logan Thompson. When I have a voice, that intro sounds a lot better. Sounds a lot less like a teenager. All right. You guys ready? And I know all my friends in upstate New York are watching this going, well, we have Tim Hortons. Why don't we have those? You're not as cool as we are. That's why. Tim Hortons didn't do Team USA cards. They did Team Canada cards. Get good. Cope, seethe, cry about it. That's all I got to say. Oh, so I just pulled a Connor McDavid. Look what I just pulled next. Sidney Crosby. Team USA's in your walls. Golden goal. Let's go. I got to watch how much chirping I do here. I'm going to get sick. I'm going to stay sick. Also, a Team Canada legend, still with the Winnipeg Jets, Jonathan Toews. Big part of the Vancouver and Sochi teams. Oh, my luck is good. Because remember, I told you there's 2 base cards and then there's a specialty card in every pack. So there's a gold medalist specialty pack. Your boy just got Sidney Crosby golden goal. Yeah. Again, and I love that this happened during a Team USA stream. I just think that's perfect. Don't you think that's perfect? I think it's a little perfect. It's like kind of great, right? Anyway, those are your Tim Hortons cards. Share them with your American friends, but only over FaceTime because they can't have any. Hey, Maddie, we're going to play a clip. I'm going to make a tea, and then we're going to come back. And this one's fun. Olympic athlete pronunciations. We tried this at the end of the podcast yesterday, and surprise, surprise, we got most of them wrong. Check it out. Enjoy.
The Olympics players who are saying their own name. So if you go to every athlete's page on the Olympics, you can click their name, and they will say their name for you.
Leon Dreiseitel.
Ooh.
Leon Dreiseitel.
And I thought it would be fun if Adam and Steve have any athletes they would like to bring up to hear how we should say their name out of their own mouth.
Well, first off, the Finnish.
Oh.
Or the Latvians.
You got to give me a point.
I was going to say Latvia.
Okay, we can do a little of both because we'll do a couple of Finns, we'll do a couple of Latvians.
No Swedish?
I want Sam Lamb.
I don't know if the coaches have to do
whoa, but that'd be amazing if he was like,
no, it's only the athletes.
Sam Halam. Sorry, what?
Only the
athletes. Give me a hockey player.
That sucks.
Mikko Rantanen. Let's just do it.
I think that's going to be Mikko Rantanen.
Probably.
Mikko Rantanen.
Here is Mikko Rantanen saying Mikko Rantanen.
Mikko Rantanen.
They dance when they
Rantanen.
Rantanen.
That's jumping jacks, right?
Okay.
One that it might be fun, because this guy is strange. Hold on. Quinn Hughes.
Wow, Jesse, whose name are you saying?
Here, click it. What? Why are you making?
I want to see how he says it.
Wait, what? Do I go now? And that's the end of it.
Quinn Hughes.
Oh.
Quinn Hughes.
Oh, okay.
That's a lot more
It sounded like he had no time for
Jesper
it.
Bratt.
Oh, that's a good one.
Excuse me, it's Brat.
Well,
I remember when he came into the league, I called him Jesper Brat, and people were like, "It's Brat, you fucking idiot."
You called him Brock today, and I didn't correct you.
I know, because it was burned into my skull, and now it's Brad again.
Jesper Bratt. Jesper Bratt.
Jesper Bratt.
flag on the play.
Wow.
So
Flag on the play.
So I was calling him the right name then.
Play that again.
Devils fans, we got beef.
Play it again.
They've been yelling at us for years.
Play it again.
And every time we say brat, I go, it's Brat. And I sound annoying because Devils fans are always on me.
Let me see.
Jesper Bratt.
It's Brat.
Jesper Bratt.
Jesper Bratt.
On behalf of Adam.
The fuck?
Hey, New Jersey understands that language.
Hey, that's true. Oh, hey.
Steve flipped off the camera.
Who taught you the song of our people?
Jesper Bratt.
Okay. All right. That's a good one.
Jesper Bratt.
I've been lied to.
Kristers Gudlevskis.
Yeah.
You gotta help me out with the spelling.
G.
Can you just search by team?
L, and I'd be surprised if anything.
No,
else
it's
came
first name.
Oh,
Kristers. 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 By the way, I learned from a Latvian yesterday that most Latvian male names end with an S. Most Latvian female names end with an A.
Oh.
There's a gendered sort of thing that they have in their language.
I did not know that.
I didn't know that either. That's why we love international hockey. Kristers Gudlevskis.
Kristers Gudlevskis. Kristers Gudlevskis.
Yeah, we pretty much got that.
Yeah, that wasn't that good.
That wasn't that good.
You guys have been bad at this so far.
Juraj Slafkovsky?
Oh,
I like that.
I'm kind of into that.
I also want you to do the goalie's name for Slovakia.
I want to know if the Italian guy's like Larkin. Larkin.
Michael Bradley.
Yeah.
Juraj Slavkovsky. Juraj Slavkovsky.
Okay, we got that.
It's pretty standard.
Can you do the goalie with the Halav?
Oh, Hlavic.
Hlavic? Slovakia.
Yeah.
HLAVAJ. HLAVAJ.
Good job. They should have the damn head coach.
Who?
They're not athletes.
Whoa, Black Betty.
Oh, yes.
They get a medal.
Well, we could just look up Sam Halam.
No.
Yeah, somebody will probably say his name.
Sam
No.
Halam pronouncer.
Sam
Halam.
Pronunciation. Samuel Halam. Samuel Halam.
Imagine he just sounds like
I'm just making him finish, which is wrong. And I understand. Whoa, Black Betty. That'd be great if you just click it and he goes, whoa, Black Betty.
Stop. Stop.
Here he is. Here he is.
All right, Slovakian goalie.
Samuel Hlavaj.
Hlavaj.
Samuel Hlavaj.
I don't have the ability to make that noise with my mouth.
It feels like Halavai.
Hlavaj.
Samuel Hlavaj.
You don't even close your mouth.
Samuel Hlavaj.
What is it? I can't say that.
Hlavaj.
Samuel. Yeah. Halavai?
Samuel Hlavaj.
Halavai.
Samuel Hlavaj.
Halavai.
What are you struggling with?
Say it, Jesse.
No.
Samuel Halavai.
Samuel. No.
Why do you struggle? Why are you struggling?
Samuel Halavai.
Hlavaj.
Halavai.
Samuel Hlavaj.
Halavai.
Samuel Hlavaj.
Steve goes, Halavai.
Hlavaj. No, you put a little bit of breath behind it.
Halavai.
a little
Sam
You
Halavai.
need a little Halavai. You know?
More like Sam hell of a goalie, right? Am I
yeah.
right?
Maddie has a
Friggin'
request.
Hey.
What's that, Maddie?
Oh, hold on.
I've already heard it, but Emma Maltese.
Okay, give me 1 second.
Oh.
She has some sass in it. It's funny.
The women's teams are very
My name is Fuck You.
Yeah. Little ball of hate.
Emma Malte. Emma Malte.
There you go.
Emma Malte?
She is the friendliest person in person, too. Like, could not be friendlier on the ice. Total monster. Great.
It makes her funnier.
Yeah.
And yeah, 100%. Like
Renata Foss warned us about her. She was
yeah.
like, listen, it's Emma all the time.
If my daughter ever plays hockey, she's Emma Malte.
Yeah.
Austin Matthews. Austin Matthews.
Why was it like a question there, Austin?
Austin Matthews.
Austin Matthews?
Austin Matthews.
I like that one.
Okay, I like that. I would like to.
I need William Nylander.
I would like to do a deep dive on the least interested in doing this. Who would be the least interested? Like, who's like, fuck off?
Steve might have just said it.
I think I might have said it.
Steve might have just said it. This
Willie
guy
loves a mic, though, right? He loves a mic.
Here. Prediction. He just goes, Bill.
Bill Nylander.
William Nylander. William Nylander.
Adam's right. He loves the mic.
He does love a mic.
He played on that second one. You can hear the smile. That little smirk he does when he's like, I'm saying something funny.
He's got a YouTube channel now and everything.
Yeah.
The guys, listen, he might not be good with like the media after a game, the media, but he's pretty good on YouTube.
Mark Masters is there. I wonder if any Olympian's going to run away.
Oh, I'm having such a good time at the... Ah! Oh, no! They brought him! It's Mark Masters and his generally pleasant demeanor! What are we doing? What are we doing?
If Team Canada loses, is it Mark Masters' fault
It
for
is.
being
Yes,
there?
it is. Marner's going to look at him and he's like, it's you.
Oh, yeah, Marner.
Stay the fuck away from me.
Marner's going to choke because of Masters.
If Team USA wins gold, Masters has to join the line and get a medal with them.
That's right. Oh, wow.
Devil horns and all.
You know who I'm thinking about might have one that's funny?
Who?
JT Miller.
Oh!
Is there any BS in this one?
JT Miller.
No.
JT Miller.
He seemed a little pissed off. On
Why
that.
did he have to spell out JT for us like that?
Literally, here's my fucking name. Like, I don't know. Literally, here's my fucking name. All right, like your grandma's dead.
JT Miller. JT Miller.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, he was. I think we're ascribing a general feeling to JT.
Yeah, whatever.
Do you think?
Yeah. It's good, though.
Do you think Jack Hughes mentions Tate McRae?
I was wondering.
Jack
You-
McRae.
man, same wave.
Jack
That's crazy.
McRae. All right, here we go.
Jack Hughes. Jack Hughes.
Oh, he was like in and out.
You rushed it.
Yeah, he had no time.
You got to
for that.
relax. You got to enjoy it a little bit, Jack.
Yeah.
Let me hear the musica.
We have to do
Can you
this
do-
one because this will be legendary for the rest of time. Our boy, our captain.
Sidney Crosby. Sidney Crosby.
Can you do Luca Frigo?
I was just gonna say Luca Frigo.
I want some Italian. Give me the Italian.
Let me
names.
hear the musica.
I want it.
Come on.
Tomas Larchini.
Hey.
Nicolo Bradley.
Here we go.
There's Luca.
Luca Frigo. Luca Frigo.
Oh,
He is from Italy too.
I'm in a wood paneled basement. It smells of espresso. It's just that's beautiful stuff.
Man,
I'm gonna guess that this does not have a little Italian on it when he says this one.
Matt Bradley. Matt Bradley.
of Vancouver, Canada.
Vancouver.
Hell yeah.
Matt Bradley. Matt Bradley.
I'm happy he didn't try. You know.
Yes.
Matteo Bradolini. Can we do
Bradolini.
South Park did this thing at the Oscars one year where they did Russell Crowe in Gladiator and they went, "Oi, I'm a Spaniard by cracky." That's what that reminds me of.
Can you do on Team Italy? I'm trying to find the most Italian name. Luca Frigo's a pretty good one. There's also Daniel Mantenuto.
Oh, shit.
Mantenuto. And there's another one I'm going to have you look up after that.
Okay. And Daniel spelled like Daniel.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, here we go.
Daniel Mantenuto. Daniel
From North
Mantenuto.
York.
No way.
North York's very own.
Daniel Mantenuto.
Daniel Mantenuto. I'll get some espresso.
Daniel Mantenuto. Daniel Mantenuto.
He calls it espresso. You know it. It's not espresso.
Yeah, let me get an espresso and some ganache.
You guys know the same amount of Italian.
Yeah.
100%.
Oh, yeah.
I went to Italian school for 1 year, so I might know more.
Okay, all right, Jesse. Look up Tommaso De Luca. That's an Italian.
Is he from Scarborough?
I
don't know, but I need. This is
the funniest thing is seeing on the bio. Oh shit!
No, he's from Aosta in Italy.
No, but he went to school at like Pope John Paul or something. Like
he did play in the dub.
How do I spell his first name?
Tommaso.
MMASO.
He did play in the dub. He got 49 points in 65 games a couple years ago.
Tommaso De Luca.
Yeah. De Luca.
Okay. De Luca, sorry.
Tommaso De Luca. Tommaso De Luca.
That's the real thing. You can feel that.
That one's good.
Yeah. No, that's a voice that'll pop your collar.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah. That was the good stuff.
The Steve Dangle Podcast. Follow the guys on Twitter at Steve_Dangle, at Adam WYLDE, and at Jesse Blake. Connection complete.
Tommaso De Luca. Some of those are so funny. Yeah. I love that some of those players are from like Richmond Hill. It's hilarious. Like right in the neighborhood. But how cool playing for their own team. Do people like that? I'm glad people are liking this. That's good. Dominic De Coco. It was fun. We're going to do more of that on Monday, so that'll be a fun time. By the way, I guess I should talk about SDP streams for this week. So we're doing, not streams, excuse me. We're doing plenty of streams, but because of the streams and because of the medal rounds, we'll be doing an SDP so we're doing Monday, Tuesday, and then Saturday. So it's a bit of a weird one this week. Just a heads up on that. Dehan says, how is this game as close as it is? Because Jeremy Swayman's not been that great, man. I don't understand. I was talking to some of the guys in the intermission break. Nobody can understand. I guess you could sort of understand why Jeremy Swayman got the start. What we can't understand is why Connor Hellebuck's sitting on the bench. Because if you're not willing to put Connor Hellebuck in and he's your starter and you want to make sure that he's fresh for the next game versus Germany, which is tomorrow, and for the medal rounds, why is he on the bench? You take him off the bench and you put Ottinger on the bench. You let him dress. And if Swayman has a bad start, you put Ottinger in. Buddy, I got to say, and listen, you can disagree with me on this. Rangers fans, Penguins fans. I have a theory. I want to test it out on you. My theory is Mike Sullivan was a great coach 10 years ago. Mike Sullivan was a great coach 5 years ago. But after that, I think the game changed, and I think it might have passed him by. What do we think? What do we think of my hot take on that? Player 4 says, I laughed the whole way home yesterday to that bit. Oh, that's awesome. I love that. Jack Eichel. This line has been the most effective by far for the United States. Name tag says, Mike Sullivan was hired my first season as a hockey fan. Hey, it worked out. Won a cup immediately, and then immediately won another one. Tristan is a Pens fan, says he agrees. John said, how many goalies are on every roster? There's 3 for every team. Brady Tkachuk flips one in, goes right to the front of the net because he's Brady Tkachuk. Just caused some issues, you know? We got a Rangers fan here who agrees. And Shotgun Draw says he was never a great coach, but he had Crosby and Malkin in their primes. Yeah. Tristan says he's stubborn. He sticks with his guys who were previously great, but like 5 years ago. Goalie coach Mike says Sully needs like a 2-year break. Sometimes that's good for coaches. They take a break. They just watch games and they go, oh, sometimes you're too close to the picture. But I think if USA underperforms here, I'm not saying that they will, but if they do, he's going to be one of the guys that they switch out. I mean, he would have had something to say about the players he wanted there too. That's part of the reason I think JT Miller's there. Because how is Mike Sullivan? Here comes Jake Gensel. Hang on. How is Mike Sullivan supposed to keep a great relationship with JT Miller in New York? It's his captain. Oh, by the way, you can't come to the Olympics. Like, I think there's some politics there. I'm just going to say it. I just think that's what I think. I don't know. Danes trying to push for that tying goal here. Even if they can push this to overtime, it's a big thing because OTLs, OT dubs and OTLs in these games are massive. Massive for your stands. Or for your standings, for your seating, right? Very, very important. Alex says, Adam, how are we all doing? Was that with my partner? And we're tuning into your stream now. Well, happy Valentine's Day to you and your partner. And secondly, I'm doing great, hanging in there. Voice is holding up, so we're good. Maddie's with me. Justin's with me. It's my second stream of the day. I got another stream tomorrow. Like, life's good. But at least I don't have to wake up at 4:30 a.m. for tomorrow's stream like I did today and yesterday. I'm okay with not waking up that early anymore. I'm good with that. I'm curious about how the Danes are going to handle getting back into this game. They clearly have, already in the first couple of minutes here, we're seeing them create some stuff down low behind the net. They're going to have to throw everything they can at Swayman. Swayman's not having a good game. Just get pucks to the net, but make sure you don't hit him in the chest. You want to get corners and you want to get 5-hole. Because the chest shots, he's going to start building confidence. You don't want that. They're even saying on the broadcast, Swayman probably knows it's his last game. Yeah, no shit. They're not playing him again. Are you kidding me? By the way, any Valentine's Day shout-outs we want to do on the chat while we're here? It's a 4-3 game. Bit of a lull period, though. Anybody want to shout out the loved ones in their lives? I can start. Shout out my wife, Natalie. I haven't seen her much today. Did the stream early, went home, slept, and then came back to work. So, hi, Nat. Hope you're doing well at home. We got some candies and goodies, and I got some flowers for her. Connor says, first of all, you sound great. Happy Valentine's Day. If there was an all-Olympic line that could compete with Celebrini, McDavid, McKinnon, McCarr, Tays. Well, I don't even know if you need to do that. I think you could go I think you just go United States on that one. Like I would put Hughes and Rowinski. Oh, almost a goal there. Or Hughes and Slavin if you want the defense. And then you probably just roll out both Kachucks and Jack Eichel. Mega Chronic says, shout out to the Albertans. Albertanes. That's not how you spell Albertan, is it? Albertanes? Is that something else? Shout out to my country music EP, Southern Valentine, and my punk album, 13 Love Songs. Well, there you go, Tim. Shout out to my wife. Happy first anniversary, Wicked. That's from Dork Boy. Happy Valentine's to my Slovakian girlfriend, Veronica with a K. Also, congrats to Slovakia, my second team. Big win today. Well, it was a loss, but they still won. Secured first place in the division by getting that third goal. Juraj Slafkovsky, guys. And yeah, shout out to all the Albertans in the chat. Why the hell not? Justin Fisher dropping a shout out. Shout out to Courtney. Tell her I'm very sorry. Justin, are you just sorry generally, or are you sorry for a specific reason this time? Oh, chance for Kachuk. Sargar stands up. Pretty good. Sanderson. Back down. Out comes Austin Matthews. Play is broken up. Ehlers. and he gets broken up. There was like 2 Americans that just sandwiched him. Matthews was one of them. Justin Fisher said specific, and I don't want to talk about it. Well, Courtney, Justin wants to say happy Valentine's Day, and he's sorry, and we don't know why, but you do, and it's most important that you do. A little bit of chaos in front of the Danish net there, but they're able to clear it. And here we go. We got a one-on-one. We got a almost breakaway. Oh, and it was just knocked off the stick of Alex True. Alex True had a really good opportunity there. Just couldn't happen. Skylar says, happy Valentine's Day to all the SDP and all hockey fans. Shout out to you. Yeah, Alex True just did not have a chance there. What he should have done, this is me being skeezy. If I were Alex True, I would have leaned into the guy trying to stop me from going on the breakaway. Try to get it to look like he's going to trip me. Try to draw a penalty. Larkin with a kind of a slap shot or snapshot at Sogard. Sogard turns it aside. The Danes dump it. It looks like this is going to be not icing. I think it hit Hughes on the way. Zach Hughes wheeling through center. It's going to be all Hughes, and he shoots. Puck is driven wide by the Danish captain. Back to the line is McAvoy. Hughes with a shot. That hit the side of the post. Whenever you hear that clink, it's like, oh, what do we got? The Alaskan Frog. Shout out to my wife who will ask why I spent $2 on YouTube. Well, please tell her we say thank you. It's always appreciated, and we love having you here. Hughes is so good at hockey, man. It's crazy. Like, he's just so much fun to watch. Jet Legend says, I swear I heard Zach Hughes. I know I'm a little slurry because I'm taking these, and it makes my mouth a little bit, ready for this? Moist. Yuck, right? Anyway. Adam, my partner says he would take you out for dinner and dancing, which is what we're doing tonight. Well, Alex, I hope you enjoy it. I love getting out and getting a dance on. It's been a long time for me. I love dance. I love weddings for that. I don't love weddings for all the ceremonies and shit. Don't care about the speeches. Nah, miss me with that shit. But I'm there for the dinner and I'm there for the dancing, baby. I could cut a rug. Am I a good dancer? No, I'm a horrible dancer, but I love it. Rye Guy TO, member of Gripper Nation for 7 months. Well, sorry, member of VIP for 7 months. Member of Gripper Nation for life. To all those in Gripper Nation, happy G Day. Happy G Day. By the way, Valentine's Day. What's G Day? Did I just say something inappropriate? Oh, happy Gripper Day. Oh, that makes sense. Why didn't I pick up on that? Thank you, Maddie. I'm glad you're here. A lot of people are like, Adam, it's Gripper Day. Duh. What are you, an idiot? Sometimes. 14 left to go in the third. Maddie said, you've been away for a long time. Well, you know what it is? Midday naps mess me up, man. And I love a nap, but I am not. You guys ever wake up from a nap in the middle of the day when you're not used to having one? And it's like, well, whatever you felt good about before you fell asleep, it's now bad. And I feel sad and like there's impending doom, and I don't know why. Why is that? Why do our bodies do that to each other or ourselves? Steven Schiller says it's Grippentine's Day, King. I like that. Grippentines. I like that a lot. Carly Power says, as an American and a Stars fan, let's go Denmark. A lot of let's go Denmark in the chat. Can I get, for everybody, I want to know who's cheering for the Danes here. So everybody in the chat, if you're cheering for the Danes, drop a Danish flag. Saw a couple Greenland flags dropped in there too. Not going to lie. Thought that was awesome. Oh, Hughes. And that puck stays out. Great play by Hughes, Gensel, Matthews. Matthews hit. Oh, think Matthews thought that was a goal. Gensel, Hughes, and Matthews making things happen here. A lot of Americans for Denmark. Here you go. Rowinski getting it deep. The Danes cannot clear this puck. Matthews collects. He's looking, shot, and Gensel scores. That's a major goal. And that is the first real sustained pressure we've seen from the Austin Matthews line. And he's had a couple of line mates in this tournament, but they pressed and they pressed and they pressed, and they finally broke the Danes. And this game is back to 5-3. Or back, sorry, not back to 5-3, back to a 2-goal lead. It just felt inevitable here. Matthews with a great play, too. The Danes had a chance to clear it. Matthews collected, made a great pass to Gensel, and he makes no mistake. Wired that home. All right, US, release the free bird into the chat. Drop it in. Drop your Eagles. some booze here. There's some booze in the chat. Wow, what happened to all the Americans? Where's the free bird? I expected more. I expected more. There we go. We got a few birds, but not that many. Not that many. What's happening here? It's good, by the way, to see Austin Matthews get something going here, because I was kind of going to ask, like, when's... I know he scored a power play goal last game, but I'm like, Austin, let's be a little more effective than we're being, shall we? Well, he was on that shift. MPA says it's a Canadian chat, Adam. I don't think it is. There's a lot of Americans watching. I don't know. I won't be able to see the analytics until after. But we have a lot of Americans that watch SDPN. Tons of them. Blind ranking, Maddie. Let's do it. All-time Danish hockey heroes. Blind ranking. Oh, my God. All right. Give me, yeah, okay. She's going to give me names. All right. Danish hockey heroes. I think he's the best goalie they've ever produced. I'm going to put Frederick Anderson, blind rankings out of 5. I'm going to put him at number 2. Best goaltender they've ever produced. Michael Bodker. I'm going to put him at 5. Not because he's bad, but lesser known, but was a trailblazer for Danish hockey. Lars Eller. Ooh, this one's tough. I am going to say Lars Eller is a 3, and that's hard because he scored some really key goals, not just for the Danish national team, but, you know, in Pittsburgh and Washington too. But there's a guy I think I want at number 1, so I'll put Lars Eller at 3. Nikolai Ehlers number 1. I think he's the best Danish player they've ever put out. Matthews. Frans Nielsen, great player. Detroit Red Wing god. Absolute horse. Let's put him at number 4. I'm good with my blind ranking. I feel good about that. Anybody disagree? So it's Bodker at 5, Nielsen at 4, Lars Eller 3, Frederick Anderson 2, and Ehlers at number 1. Do we have any issues with that? Old Slick Travel says, Adam, I love you, even though you're a Steelers fan. I mean, being a Steelers fan isn't a threat to anybody anymore. You know we're going to make the playoffs and immediately lose. So it's like the easiest money ever betting against the Steelers in the playoffs. It's kind of like the Leafs. When is anything going to change? You know what? I do cheer for one world championship team, and that's McLaren F1, baby. And I cheered for them in the dark years. Sanderson, shot, and Sogard's got that. Oh, Matthews is pissed. Look at this. Matthews against 4 Danes. Where's the rest of Team USA? And they're going to send Matthews to the box. Where's everybody else? Matthews going to the box. I don't know if... By the way, 68% of the chat is cheering for Denmark. 32% USA. 424 people voted. So that's a cross-check for Matthews to the box. Dane's going to the power play. So Matthews got double hit. And then he's going to the net. And he gets cross-checked again by both guys that hit him. And then he cross-checks. Wow, I'm actually shocked that's not coincidentals. Really surprised. Why are they not helping them, though? Where's the rest of Team USA in there? I feel like I'm watching the Toronto Maple Leafs. Just leave a star exposed. Anyway, Danes to the power play. Russell is going to take this face-off draw against JT Miller. JT Miller in a PK role. Remember what I said in the first period. All right, here we go. Russell is going to get a shot. Oh, the Danes have put 3 beautiful chances right over the net. Guys, keep the puck down. Bjorkstrand keeps the puck at the blue line. This is a consequential power play. This can get Denmark back. Swayman's having a bad game, and they get in. Lars Eller looking for a rebound, but Swayman's able to cover it up. Jake Costello, Matthews taking poorly timed ozones. Up 2 goals like he's Max Domi or something. You know, Jake has a point. I love Max Domi. Jake's got a point. All right. Danes win another face-off. That was key. Eller. Back to Ehlers. Ehlers looking down low to Eller. Tried to get it out front. That pass goes to... that puck was supposed to go to Russell, but it goes wide. Brock Nelson with a steal. Brock Nelson, I think, had a shorthanded goal, by the way, against Latvia, too. Brock Nelson was a monster against Latvia. Bjorkstrand to Ehlers. To Eller. Back to Ehlers. Ehlers has got a little bit of room. He's looking. USA gets set up. 40 seconds to go on this power play. Eller, Ehlers, Russell in the bumper spot. They're going to need to get a shot on the net here. USA keeping him the outside. Down low, looking for the slot pass. Ehlers calls for a pass. Nelson keeping the gap control on Ehlers out front. Oh, and a great setup play there, but Jeremy Swayman makes a good save. Some hot moments there. Little sweaty palm action going on in the U.S. 10 seconds to go on the Matthews penalty. Danes are looking. Oh, here we go. Ice. And that's stopped by Swayman as well. You know what? The Danes did get some good chances on that, but Jeremy Swayman made some good saves. And do I sound like a hormonal teenager with my voice like this? You bet your ass I do. McAvoy breaking the puck out. Now the enemy of the Danes is time. Oh, what a save by Sogard. Brady Tkachuk had a wide open net, and he put it at Sogard. Brady Tkachuk. Oh my God, he knows. He was looking for his third goal of the tournament there. He knows, wide open. Wide open. Hey, Maddie, do we have any more of those blind rankings we can do? Give it to me. What do we got? Blind rank all-time Team USA Olympians. Give me the names. Phil Kessel's the first name. All right. I don't, without remembering what Phil Kessel's international numbers were, I know that he was left at home for some pretty major tournaments. And I know that they were never big fans of his attitude, but he's such an all-world talent. I'm going to put him at 5, but that's not fair. But yeah, I know I can just remember him being left at home and US getting torched in 2016 at the World Cup. I'll put him at 5. Mike Richter. Oh. So Mike Richter won the World Cup in 1996. The 1998 USA team was a big disappointment. It was so bad when they lost that they actually trashed their dressing room and trashed their hotel rooms, I think, too. But Mike Richter was unbelievable through the 90s. I'm going to say Mike Richter at 3. Chris Chelios, another absolute legend. Oh, Chris Chelios played till he was like 48 too. Again, without looking up his stats, and by the way, it looks like they're going to pull Matt Sogard. Dykow is going in. Freddie Dykow. I think Matt Sogard's. I think he's hurt. He was stretched, and I think he overstretched himself here. We'll get back to the blind ranking in a second. Chris Chelios, I put at number 4. Maddie. Mike Modano, number 1. I love Mike Modano more than most hockey players I've ever seen him play. I just love. Well, I mean, he was the leading scorer in all time for United States-born player until like 2 weeks ago. Also, just a great guy, like a legitimately good person who deserved more Stanley Cups. Honestly, that Dallas team should have won more than once, but they were tough against Detroit and New Jersey and Buffalo back in the day. Yeah, I love Mike Modano, number 1. And then what do we got at number 2? Patrick Kane, number 2. Great player. I don't know what his international stats is, or are, excuse me, stats is. I'm forgetting to forgetting the English language while we do this broadcast in real time here. USA are flying right now. Flying. This Eichel-Kachuk line is really gelling. So the way everybody asking in the chat, the way a blind ranking works is I'm given 5 spots and Maddie just gives me 5 names and I have to rank them without knowing who they are. So yeah, there are other I'm not talking, that's not the best 5 USA players of all time. She's just giving me 5 players. And how do I rank them? I know, Pavelski, Brett Hall. I get it. I get it. Oh. Deco just had to make a weird, like, knuckleball save. Oh, and Olsen just took one right off the skate. That didn't feel good. And Olsen is in pain. Watch this. Rowinski just flipping wires it right off the side of his right foot. Oh, that's going to be black and blue. Oh, no, it was his left. It was the inside. Ooh. I thought it was the outside. Oh. Ooh. I could feel that. I can feel that in my foot right now. Quinn Hughes drops the puck low. Matthews after it. They may have found something with this Matthews line. Jake Gensel, Austin Matthews. Pretty good little pairing here. It's Boldy out with them too. They have switched some wingers up, but I think this is a pretty good little line. USA at 5-on-5, has been, there are question marks, no question. but I think they're going to be fine. We'll see tomorrow versus Germany because Germany's going to be out for blood. They blew one against Latvia today. They really should have won that game. And so if they're, especially with Leon, he's not thrilled. He's probably not talking to anyone right now. Oh, here we go, USA alone. And a nice save by Deco. Or Deco. Is that how they're pronouncing it, Deco? I have to give the Danes a lot of credit here. They're almost at 20 shots. They've done a pretty good job holding on to whatever they can. I have to give them credit. I think they're playing a pretty good game. Jeff Wilder, Adam, are you doing both games tomorrow? So I'm doing my games are Sweden games and USA games. Steve's doing all the Team Canada men's. Jesse's doing all the Team Canada women's. So we are basically dividing and conquering as best we can. And we figured Deco looks like he might, is he okay? Or he was down for a little bit longer there. By the way, he seems huge, this guy. How big is this Deco character? I got to find out, this goalie. Anyway, we're doing the best we can to kind of divide and conquer and do that, but I will be doing the 3:10 game tomorrow. It will be USA versus Germany. And they do have the sexiest jerseys. Germany, they win jersey of the tournament. Frederick Deco, by the way, is 6'4", 192 pounds. He's a 5th round draft pick of the Montreal Canadiens from 2019. And he is currently playing in the Swedish league, where he's putting up pretty good numbers this year, 912 save percentage. Not bad. He plays for HV71 Jönköping? I don't know. Brock Nelson, JT Miller, and Jack Hughes. I like Jack Hughes with Matthews better. Thought they played really well together. Todd Pickles asked, did they pull Sogard? They pulled him because he strained something. Brady Tkachuk had a chance. He kind of flashed across the ice, and I can't tell if it was like a lat or a groin thing or something, but he was hurt. There's Miller, shot off a Dane, and we got a 2-on-1 or a 2-on-2 here. Jensen just has the puck go behind him, and back come the United States. Hughes, Nelson, bit of a problem for the Latvians to deal with yesterday. Or I guess that was 2 days ago. Oh, Jack Hughes is going to be in. Oh, we're going for a rebound. And that's a great goal. Great play by Jack Hughes. I think he banked that in off a defenseman. And Quinn is on the ice for that. And remember, goal differential is huge in this tournament. It's massive. Lars Eller blew that. He's not having, listen, I can be on, oh, wow, Jack Hughes put it in off the goalie skate. So I want to talk to you. Lars Eller lost 2 major faceoffs that led directly to American goals. And then this giveaway in the neutral zone was also a Lars Eller thing. Lars Eller for the Danes was a guy you really needed to have a good game. And I know he's old. He's like 40. But like, dude, got to be better than that. The Danes have done a really good job playing as intelligently as they can, holding the puck, not forcing plays. That was Lars Eller forcing a play. But the Danes, here they come again. They're going to try. Might as well. Goal differential still matters. Here they go. Shot. Oh, that puck's deflected wide. They try to jam it in. Bulgard tried to get it, and Brady Tkachuk is going to hurt somebody. Oh, yeah, there's the Eagles in the chat, by the way. I forgot to ask for them. I was trying to ask for the Eagles. Where are the American Eagles? Hey, what is the country bird for the Danes? Does Denmark have a state bird? I don't know if Canada does. Official bird of Canada, the Canada Jay, the gray jay is the Canadian bird. Official bird of Denmark. The swan? That's a good bird. They're mean. I know Canada goose should be. Google's telling me it's not Canada goose. I think it should be the goose. But the Danes have the swan, baby. The swan. The mute swan. I don't know what the difference between a mute swan and a non-mute swan is. Designated in 1984, replacing the skylark, known for its pure white plumage and orange beak, it is the symbol of elegance often associated with Hans Christian Andersen's fairy tale, The Ugly Duckling. It is the largest bird in Denmark. Hans Christian Andersen. Is there a more Danish name than Hans Christian Andersen? No. A more Danish name they have never made. Andre says, Adam talking about birds. Hell has frozen over. I know, right? I just want to know, like, if the Danes score a goal, should they drop some swans in the chat? You know? Oh, there's John Tortorella. I forgot he was one of the coaches for this team. It's probably a lot more fun than he had coaching Philadelphia last year. Luke says, our rookie size, our bird is the emu in Australia. Oh, here comes Matthews. And he has drawn a penalty. America going to the penalty or going to the power play because referees in AAHF hockey actually call the rules. How about that? It's just Julia said, I can't believe we're talking about birds without Steve. I know. It's crazy, isn't it? Adam, what do we do tomorrow? The official bird of Germany is the eagle. Well, maybe we see what our friends from Deutschland think, but maybe the winner gets to keep the eagle. Do the Germans come in and sneak the eagle away from the Americans tomorrow? Are you Yanks ready to take that bet? Are you ready to lay it on the line? I think that's what we should do tomorrow. Maddie, are you doing that stream or is that a Hayden stream tomorrow? 3:00, yeah. So it's you? All right. So it's Maddie and I. All right. I'll have to remember that. Who gets to keep the eagle? Is it the German eagle or the American eagle that wins tomorrow? Eichel to Matthews. Oh, did that hit a post or a leg? Eichel set up Matthews beautifully there. Eichel with a shot. Goes off a defenseman. And down the ice it goes. 109 left on this power play. 3:51 left in this game. The Danes are pushing the United States as much as they can, although they did take a penalty. So they are down a man at the moment. Quinn Hughes drops it back. Eichel up to Kachuk. Jack Eichel to Kachuk. Shot. Save. Danes clear the rebound. Eichel just holding on to the puck, not forcing anything. Matthew Kachuk down low, also not forcing anything. Quinn Hughes at the blue line. Danes just trying to keep them to the outside. Take care of that goal differential. Try to get a win versus Latvia. That's what they got to be thinking. Try to get the win versus Latvia. Keep the goals down. Eichel with a shot. I think that hit a leg, went wide. Matthews with it. Penalty is over. Matthews with another shot. I think he was out there for the entire power play. All right, let's see if the Danes can get a goal back here. They're trying. Here we go. They keep it in. Eller's open. Out to the point. They dump it deep towards the goalie. They're creating turnovers. 3-0. Here they go. Oh, what a great move. Swayman was down, but they can't get the handle on the goal. Oh, my God. Welcome, Blitchfield. Joachim Blitchfield, that is, had Jeremy Swayman beat, but he could not get that backhand on it. That was a 3-0, by the way. Danes looking for a goal here. They want to close up the gap on the goal differential. Really important for seeding. Maybe the game's out of reach, but maybe you can get one back like the Slovaks did in like the last 20 seconds of the game this morning, and it sewed up first place despite the loss. That's how international hockey works. It's kind of fun that way. Swayman chips the puck to his defense. Did that touch the glass, or is the United States player going to the box? Either way, we're going to have an offensive zone face-off here. American fan pretty thrilled she caught that. Eller was a, wow, Blitchfield just missed. Oh, Eller made a great pass to Blitchfield. Blitchfield made a great move. Just couldn't get that puck in. And Boldy, I think Boldy should be going to the box, guys. Yeah, he's in. We got a Danish power play, baby. This is important. It's not important for this game, but it is very important for the Danes to get a goal here. They got to close that gap. You don't want a 3-goal negative in your favor. Not in your favor. That's against you. You don't want it tagged on you, is what I'm saying. Net is open. Is it? I don't think they've done that. No, they have not. They have not pulled the goalie yet. Russell along the boards. Back to Molgaard. To Russell. 5 forwards on this power play. Eller. Volgaard shot. Rebound. Allers. Oh, they got another rebound chance. Shot. And that is blocked. Oh, some really great opportunities. There's about 25 seconds left to go. Danes are putting up a good effort here. The United States is going to win this game. Can the Danes get that last goal they're looking for? They need that goal. Russell. Oh, and they just can't keep it in. That was a bad pass by Russell. Ehlers is just going to rag this one. And that is it for today, guys. Colton Berge says, it's Eaglemania running wild, brother. And congrats to the Americans as they win their second game of the tournament. Jeremy Swayman with a bit of a rough effort. He's not going to play again. But they got through it. They won the game. Now they got to play Germany tomorrow. And as a reminder, it's me joining you on that Germany game tomorrow. USA-Germany, 3:10 tomorrow. And normally I'd stick around and talk to you guys for a little bit, but I'm not going to lie. My voice is a little rough at the moment. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to thank my team, Justin, who's been putting in the long hours, Maddie, who's been putting in the long hours, to all of you, especially you who were with me this morning, with Jesse this afternoon, well, this morning and this afternoon, and then with me this afternoon. Thank you so much for joining us on these streams. You guys rocked. A lot of fun today. Really appreciate it and love you all. And I'll see you tomorrow. USA Germany, 3:10.